there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, it is the city of rock and roll. Man in the footsteps of rock legends of the past, another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Today, our draw features two from the AFC, between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Leading the Steelers in this one, longtime head coach Mike Tomlin. His guy's one of the last undefeated standing this season, 4-0. Along the opposite sideline, that's the head coach of the Browns. His guys are ready, as they always are, to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Kate Scott and Brock Ewer on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up second down. Johnson up the middle. And flying ahead for a few. It's third down.
You make that call, just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Graham Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Now, we all know everybody wants to avoid an opening drive 3 now, partner, but given how that one just went, an opening drive punt probably doesn't seem too bad right now.
Oh, I think everybody on that sideline would co-sign, especially the quarterback. And you also now give life to this defense and their offense that runs on the field.
So here come the Browns on offense, readying for their opening drive. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
We really do marvel at the way he can wiggle himself out of tough situations, almost like a wizard out there. Sure, some are probably of his own doing, as he loves to extend plays and improvise. But if someone misses a block or runs the wrong route, this is a quarterback that can erase the mistakes of others around him. You sure love that guy leading your team.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. He's dropping back to throw. He's keeping it. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Need better results here on 2nd and goal from the 10.
To 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 10-yard line.
Going from the gun here. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Anticipating the pass. Defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and long for him here. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. As this at the 6. He's going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Here's a reset. Here we go. Going with the 44. Throwing now on first down. Well, he shot his shot, Brock, but they couldn't connect. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
Back to throw. That's into the hands of Franklin. And he works this to the 38 before going now. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Rocking back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
And the Steelers first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Steelers.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down, play action. We'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches at the 18-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Steelers first down.
Goal to go. They're passing. Makes the catch. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal. At the
2nd and goal. They're going to throw. Going with the screen to Johnson. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. 3rd and goal. They need 3 yards here.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd.
They'll work against the blitz. And they take this in for the score. The Steelers reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch the breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
89. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down.
It's now
The Browns are lining up to punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. Gets some space around midfield. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
First down. A 28-yard gain. And the Steeler first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominating in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to it. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throw here, third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Steelers set to punt it. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. Drifting ever closer to their goal line as he winds up backwards to his own 5.
QB runs could be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They are facing second down deep on their own end. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. That one's complete right side. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. It kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him on the slant. And he's going to have this one up to about the 21. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Collins got it left side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Sticking to the air here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
And 9 yards to go.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
First and 10 at the 42.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
Hits his running back. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Still sticking with the passing game. Completed over the middle. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Catch made over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. Worked through his progression. Nobody available. And by the time he checked it down to the back, ooh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he's into the end zone. Cleveland with a pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
One splits the uprights. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. Trailing, coming off their biggest mistake so far. Feels like one of the key moments in the football game for them right here. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. With Mason Graham engulfing that play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They're going play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
3rd and long for him here. He lofts it deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Ryan Wright on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Browns getting their offense out there. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. New set of downs from the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The right side hauled in by Collins. And they take him down right along the 30.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 30-yard line.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Plowing up the middle. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
He was brought down.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to throw. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Jacob Parrish.
Well, they're in danger of going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning.
43-yard line.
Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll throw it. Catch being left side by Abuka. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
Steelers, 1st down.
1st and 10, looking to throw. That's incomplete left side. Trying to get it into Emeka Egbuka. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Looking to throw here. On the slant, complete to Johnson. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. They are throwing it again. Short pass brought in. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's on target to Johnson. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 8-yard line.
Throwing it again here. Caught just shy of the goal line. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the 2nd best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum and heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. One last play before the break.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Final throw before the break. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Fields this one at the 3. Escapes a defender. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cleveland offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Airing it out to start this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Just a yard left to go on second down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 38-yard line.
Pass play coming here. Taking a deep shot here. This is caught inside the 15. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
49-yard gain. And the Browns first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Here's a throw. He's got it. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns drive their lead to 11.
Steelers 10.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Steelers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. First down, play action. That's into the hands of Franklin. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Offense is set. Gives you second and 2. They'll go play action. Makes the ground in bounds left side. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. A pickup of 17. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First down, Pittsburgh.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Again, this is Johnson. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
He's making a bid for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Steelers first down.
First down now, ball at the 33.
And the Steelers first down.
Going with Johnson here. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Hand off to the up back. Nice tackle with the first down yardage.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Here's second and 10 from the 21.
Incomplete. Makes it second and 10 at the 21.
They'll run this with Johnson. And 2 yards are all he can get. It's third down.
Mason Graham on the stop. A 3-yard pickup.
They'll throw, third and long. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. It's from 35 yards away.
35-yard attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. First and 10 from the 32. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's good.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
5-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's the handoff. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Back-to-back carries here. And they nearly picked up the first down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. Better than short.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's the long back on the handoff. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Another carry for him. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Browns ball working to carry this lead through to the end. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now looking to throw. Escapes, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
4th down, and we're going to see just how clutch he is on this kick. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
And this drive will start inside the 25. The Steelers offense headed out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Looking now from the gun. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he's going to be brought down up to the 28-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. On the draw, this is Johnson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throw here on first. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Takes the 2nd down snap. It's Ibuka on the slant. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. There he is on 3rd and short. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. Sticking to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. So 20 yards on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
That's another Steelers 1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Steelers.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the gun, Johnson. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Another Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
From the red zone now. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and
They're throwing it. That one connects. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for two, but it doesn't work out. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Browns headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 28-yard
They're
line.
going play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Third and long for him here. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Browns are lined up to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Throwing now out of the shotgun. He'll step up, and there he goes. Will Slime puts a bow on his play after a gain of about 6.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 43.
Now pressure coming. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back to throw now. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Gets 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good way to help reset those chains. That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's going to throw it again. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little giant after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And air it out on third. Gets him on the in route. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 19 on that pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
gain of 19 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with first and goal.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Steelers first down.
They are throwing it again. Dumps it off to his running back. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 4th quarter lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because of QB.
And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter.
Browns 24.
No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
The Browns ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Hits him on the out route. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Gets this over the middle to Collins. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns trail by a field goal. Setting up to pass. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
He'll look to throw it. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 28.
Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. 2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Back to throw. And he's going to score a touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns have taken the lead late. what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48.
16 yards.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
A gain of 16 yards.
Go play action on first down. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
And they get that clock just below 40 seconds to play. To the line. Here's third and 3. To throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Trying to push deep. And he flips it on fourth, and it's intercepted. Craig McDuffie in to pick it off.
That's interference. Defense.
So the turnover, Brock, is in turn turned over after pass interference on that play. Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're left with third and goal. Throwing now. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
Back out now comes the Browns offense. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys look